locked on television.
I read history books and history of politics and things, and I think we would have been a lot better off if there had never ever been anything but a socialist government after the war. Because you see, the situation is now, yes, we're doing this program which is comparing the 1936 Jarrow March, the area around the general strike in the 20s, to what the condition of the people is today. Well, to me, the only difference is what the working man has got, or the unemployed man has got now, is the welfare state. You mention unemployment and say, oh, not again. You know what I mean? But it's there. And these things, especially where I'm from, North East, it's destroying people. You know what I mean? It's destroying them physically and mentally. It's killing people. It's destroying them. And all I'm trying to say is this problem is still here. And until we get a decent socialist government, you know what I mean, we'll always be this way. It affects me personally now because my immediate family are involved in it now. My brother's going to be laid off, my young brother, and my father hasn't worked for about 5 or 6 years now because of being a lack of ships in the river. He'll never work again. You see, there's that many young people on the dole. I mean, the young people is going to come first before, you know, a man of 50 odd years of age. You know what I mean? His work life is finished.
Gonna employ you at 40 and 3, when there's choice of the young'uns, and soon just like me, I'll standing in queues with a hands outstretched, asking for work, but that's not what you get. So sleep, bonny lad, don't you worry for me. I'm always aside you wherever need be. I now have need money and need future to see, but we walk at summit. Just you wait and see.
The welfare state was introduced by a Labour government. Now that's the only thing that separates us between poverty and the same poverty of the 20s and of the 30s. And even this present government, and her in particular, are now destroying the welfare state. They're setting about in a small way, destroying the national health, taking little bits, and little bits are coming off all the time. The same way as the river, there's 1 yard closed, then there's 2 yards closed, and shortly the whole thing will be closed.
Oh, this side of the river's dead now, partly finished. This is a good little dock several years ago. And you go from here to the market dock, what we call the pawn shop dock. Quite a number of years ago, when there was no work, the tradesmen used to pawn their gear in the pawn shops. And when there was a bit walking, they used to go and get their gear out again.
The yard was opened in 1852 and closed in 1933. 81 years of producing well over 1,000 ships, good ships, some of the best ships in the world. There's an old saying, iron ore went in at one end of the yard and iron ships came out at the other. It was a fully comprehensive yard. The orders just came in from all over the world. I mean, if you look at the lists of ships that had been built, there was, I mean, we were even supplying the American Civil War, both sides. You know, and that is a fact. It's on the shipbuilding list. And the shipbuilding securities, the companies had got together, the shipbuilders, and they bought up the different yards. And they would buy them up and close them. Well, they did that with Jarrow. Yeah. They just closed the yard. They wanted it finished. They wanted it wiped out. 3 years. 4 years before World War. You see, they couldn't see, I suppose, that far ahead. It seems ironic that that should happen.
The Palmer shipyard was closed in 1931 because the bankers wanted to get the money back that they had advanced in the war towards the shipbuilding industry. They decided that certain yards should be closed. But the one shipyard they should not have closed was this highly efficient Palmer shipyard. The result was that 80% of the people were put out of work. The whole town, in fact, depended upon this shipyard.
She's been through history, but always appeared as the foe. I saw her on a sailing ship. Its name was the bounty, and she kept it mid. She spoke the blossoms and words to bloom, and the country whistled to a tune, but the flowers were full of discontent, and the youth were rage of everything that had left. Man, woman, child, and youth, it must be now you know the truth. She's the woman in disguise. She's the one who tells the lies. Fight against the ugly race of the idle wealth that's lost both face. Man, woman, child, and youth, it must be now you know the truth. She's the woman in disguise. She's the one who tells the lies. Deceitful heart that beats so strong, and it's all the luck that pumps it along. I must be happy, I must be free. It's your choice, you've gotta see. The birds fly